Wow, that's still up there in the green pretty high. Anyway, I had to turn that down a lot. Goodness. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I just switched over my Twitter timer to be a Blue Sky timer because fuck the bad site. I hope you all are doing well and have been as productive as I. Maybe. You don't have to be. You don't have to move to Blue Sky. You can stay on Twitter if you want, but you should move to Blue Sky. It's great. Would be better if the coldest day of the year stopped aligning with the one day I have to catch the bus in medical scrubs. Yep. I had some cold bus waits up in Winnipeg. The buses to school were not my favorite time. I was not great about forcing myself to brave the winter weather to get to school all the time. And it was cold often there. Yeah, no Blue Sky for you, Seema. That's fair. I mean, really, anything but X, anything but Twitter is great. You know, I'm not gonna be picky for you on which one you go to, but I will currently only be on Blue Sky posting about random music stuff. Although right now the random music stuff isn't. They don't have an audio clip upload on Blue Sky yet. Last I checked. Stand by. Yeah, no, that's still correct. That's still correct. You can upload a video, but not an audio. Not an audio clip. So I have to like upload it to YouTube as unlisted first. I can't just like share snippets of audio, or I have to export it as a video. I could do that, I guess. I don't know. FL Studio can do that pretty easily. I don't know if Bitwig can. I don't know if Bitwig has any support for exporting as a video. I didn't mean to get my brain cranking like this so suddenly. Anyway, I don't know. My last little snippet was just that I was switching to Bitwig from FL Studio, so you know. Nothing of substance so far, really. I occasionally babble about quite random things. But we are here today. I didn't know if I was gonna get on. I have like a D&D session on Wednesdays, and it went like an hour and a half long because we were in the middle of a fight. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna hop on, but I took a nap, found the energy, and now I'm here. And it's barely still Wednesday, but you know, it's working. It's working. Hello, Aki. Welcome. It's supposed to be like -30 next Tuesday. Jesus. Well, actually, that's pretty close. Celsius to Fahrenheit. I was gonna say. Yeah, that's -22 Fahrenheit. That's approaching the temperature at which they cross back over on the bottom end. Yeah. That's still pretty freaking cold, man. Still pretty cold. Yeah. Don't miss that, really. I don't miss that. There are some situations that could result in me moving back to Minnesota relatively soon. Downplaying negative temperature is insane. No. I would be a wimp now. If I have to go back to Minnesota, I will like die. Oh, with wind chill. It's fair. It's fair to include wind chill. Wind chill's a killer, man. Wind chill's the thing that's gonna actually like give you hypothermia and make your fingers fall off. So, you know, don't have to give me that disclaimer. Negative degrees, yeah. California would never, could never. Yeah, no, it's really fucking cold. So yeah. Hello, everyone. We are here. Well, I don't know what you're here for. I don't know what the fuck. But I'm here to work on this map a little bit more. I worked on it a lot offline, like from nothing, and now it's here. So I have this whole thing. You did not see my creation process. You're here to heckle me? I said I don't know why you're here. That was really meant in the average. I know exactly why Moto's here. So I apologize if you have ever thought that you were pulling a fast one on me. If that was ever a closely guarded secret. Most of September through April is negative degrees here, at least in Celsius. Yeah, yeah, because anything, yeah. Celsius is an intelligent degree measuring system, and 0 degrees is, you know, freezing. So, like, if there's snow on the ground, it's probably negative degrees. It's been, in Celsius terms, it's been negative here for most of December and then January, really? So. But it's been getting up there again the last couple of days. Snow's been melting. It's been hitting like the 50s in Fahrenheit. Snow's been going away. I have not been super miserable going outside. I need to, like, my low lights on my car, the dims, the not brights, you know? Those went out recently, simultaneously, both of them together. And I've just had to, like, I've needed for a couple of weeks to put new ones in, and I've had the new ones. And it's just, I don't want to go out and do that in the cold. So I've just been blasting people with brights, driving to work. There's almost no one on my drive to work, but I've been blasting people with brights on my drive to work the last 2 weeks. But it's fine. My brights are super dim as well anyway. I don't know if my like headlights are dirty or what, but they're really dim. There will be people behind me with their not brights on, and I will see their lights going further than my brights are. So you're that LED brights person? No, they're not LEDs. Definitely not LEDs. I'm the person whose brights get outshone by the person with dim LED lights. The LEDs of any variety overpower me. That is who I am. So yeah. I suppose I'll just get into babbling about the map. No, I'll look over and babble at you guys every once in a while too. So this is the map of a region called Lanova. I'm sorry I'm perpetually zooming in and out. It's a habit I picked up in Zomboid. Get over it. As you can see, it is modern Lanova and the Songelsi Mountains. We'll fix these completely circular islands. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. So, it's like pretty big. They're nerfing the only Siege Cascade build? That sucks. Sometimes when I'm just like outside on the sidewalk after dark, I'll do the turn off your brights flash with my phone flashlight. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely am more annoyed at brights when I'm like walking around, really. Like if I'm like walking my dog and this car like slow rolls by with their brights on, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I'm with you. This is like 4 times as big as my usual map. No, I haven't read the patch notes yet. No, I haven't. They weren't out when I was conscious and paying attention a couple of hours ago. This is 3 kilometers of straight road with street lights. What are you illuminating? That's the worst. Those people are the worst. The road? I guess so. Making sure the road is itself safe. Knows what's out there, you know? So, like, this portion down here is about the same size as some of the other maps that you've seen in the Pathfinder campaign and such. Like, just this. Which is why it's not done. But I've painted the grass and we'll plop down some trees and stuff. That's the thing tonight. We're not gonna even deal with any of the rest of this. We might paint some of these mountains red. Also, this is like a very pleasing mountainous arc. This like looks moderately believable to me. I like everything going on down here. It looks like the other Temel map that we worked on. It's covered in clouds because this isn't part of the Lanova map because I've already mapped the bottom part out anyway. I don't know about Rudel. I don't know if Rudel's ever gonna get a dedicated map. Maybe I'll add it. Maybe I'll add it to this one at some point. Rudel's like a tiny little satellite kingdom of Temel. Yeah. I don't know. We've got like this kind of, I assume, glaciated patch of like almost fjord-looking things up here. I have no idea how much of this is like clear water, or fresh water, or salt water. I don't know. I could not answer geological questions about this watery area for you, but it's cool. I like it. And I assume that this is like a crater. It looks like a crater over here, you know? Big watery circle in the middle that everything drains into. Big ring of mountains along the outside. I assume it's a crater. I assume something smashed here. Then oh what? It would be funny if the 4 ruined something else. Like if they smash landed into the planet instead of teleporting gently. That would be funny? I don't know if that's what happened here. It could have just been a meteor, you know? But that's kind of what that's looking like. This whole map is the territory of one kingdom that is kind of like old big god battle. Yeah, it could definitely be that. Oh, it could be. It could be a lot of old history things. It could be giga ancient. That's an interesting thought. There's Moto and I have talked about a mass extinction event, like pre-campaign, pre-history. And maybe this was like the site of that even. I don't know. Or yeah, it could have just been some people brawling. Could have been the one time the Blood War gods got into a tussle. Could have resulted in that crater, who knows? Yeah, so Lanova is a kingdom that I've explained the lore of this world so many times, but we'll briefly go into it again. There were 4 gods. They took over this world. A long time passed, they got sealed away. After they got sealed away, some new divinities started popping up, just from like worship or kind of higher beings being like uplifted into the status of divinity to kind of fill that power vacuum. Power vacuums are... It's always power vacuums, you know? So the king of Lanova at the time just decided he was going to just start killing all the new gods that popped up in this region. So he started doing that. Solved kind of a lot of chaos going on in the region, and a lot of these kingdoms that used to be independent kind of like swore allegiance to kind of the rising god king of Lanova. All the homies hate power vacuums. It's true. It's true. Yep. I believe that's probably my favorite version of that saying. It might be slightly improved if it was all the homies abhor a power vacuum, but I'm vibing with it anyway. So that's what all these little borderlines are like what used to be kingdoms and are now part of Lanova. And this is just gonna fucking continue up through here. Like, this doesn't stop here. This goes on up here. It does kind of actually stop. It does kind of actually stop here. God damn it. I have when I double click control, Power Toys is supposed to like highlight my mouse and let you guys see what I'm pointing at. Anyway, Lanova's border kind of officially ends at this little land bridge here. It doesn't extend to the rest of this chunky land place. The rest of the continent. Other than over here. The little Italy going on over here, it's actually Korea. But the little Italy going on over here is also part of it, even though the rest of this is not. Oh my god. Very funny exchange, actually. I was talking to someone about this. They were like just asking what I was working on, and I shared this map with them, and I was like, yeah, I was working on this. And they were like, oh, I don't know, man. Some of this looks pretty unrealistic. Yeah, so I'll tell the story this way. So they were telling me that like a lot of this was pretty unrealistic from like a mountain's perspective and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, some of it is. Some of it's based on like real geography. But yeah, sure, like some of this mountain stuff like spidering out from kind of the main cluster. Like a lot of this is definitely like I just kit bashed it on. I just took some mountains that I liked and generated some height maps that I generated and liked, and like smashed them onto some mountains. And they're like, no, I mean, like in the southeast region, like there should be all this rain shadow and stuff, and you just shouldn't have a lot of like greenery in here, and like not a lot of like a lot of this inland water doesn't really make sense with rain shadow. And I was like, bitch, that is the part that's based on real world geography. So back off. And yeah, I just took the height map of kind of East Asia, like a little bit west of the Korean peninsula, and like plopped it in here with like kind of the loosely based on the geography and the biomes there. Actuallying with rain shadow is insane. Yeah. So like, I don't know, I guess East Asia, get your geography more, you know, geologically correct, I guess. Fucking made up geography shit, Earth. Real life is kind of unrealistic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, geologist. Get back to your volcano. Actual gods exist in these lands. There is that. I was like, you know, I can just the gods though. Anything I want. He did say all of this with the addendum of like, by the way, I'm saying this. I'm talking out my ass. I'm not a geologist. So they did give that addendum to their criticism. I was like, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But your analysis, the rain shadow, is just incorrect. I apologize. So that was that discussion. Was it someone in your D&D game? No, not. I don't. Upon further reflection, I don't know that this individual enjoys TTRPGs. I'm not certain of that. Rain shadow is like a thing to consider. Yeah, it only works if the mountains are actually tall enough. And it doesn't just mean, like, stuff on the other side of the ocean from the mountains is going to be rain shadowed. It works in a very specific way. And it's not just, like... Yeah, and only if the rain always comes in a certain direction. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And, like, these are a bunch of valleys that lead to... water sources, and there's water sources on all sides. So like there are avenues for water to get in, you know. So yeah, the gods have actually decided rain shadows are stupid and will therefore not be allowed to exist. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the like ceiling of the moisture in your world is just higher than most mountain heights, then it's much less of a thing. It's true. So that was a very funny discussion. I was like, where do you... So if we just like look at this map, where do you actually think the mountains are hiding from the water from? Like, it's every fucking where, man. What did... I don't know. For the record, it is a bit dry over here. It is a bit dry over here. A bit dry up here and down here. Just not in that spot. Because there's... in those places it actually makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, all that said, I have to color in this area in here. I have to decide what kind of terrain I want this to be. The like red border is making me think it's kind of like red in here, and I don't think that's correct. But we'll be pulling up. I'll pull up paint on that. I'll just open up the biome map. Love that it generated as Abe land. Is this This isn't actually biomes. That's the wrong one. Because I didn't open it in paint.net. I gotta go find it. Silly me. Wrong folder. One day these maps will be in like a combined folder and not individual campaign folders. I won't be going into like old campaigns to find these maps. It'll just be like the world. Oh, also, the other thing about this map and why it's so fucking big. If I go to overlay here and I show you what I traced, it's just like three. This already existed down here, like I said. Then it's like three individual height maps. This is the Korean one. Not Korean. Korea is literally this tiny stretch over here. and then like kind of East Asia. This stuff is like generated based on templated height maps and not based on like a real world spot. So that's part of why it's so gosh darn big. And I get, every time I like do this kind of crossfading thing, I get a little bit like enamored and enchanted and distracted. Anyway. Okay, and then I didn't label these. It's just A-blend, A-blend, A-blend. That's gotta be the borders. Okay, so this is like the biome map. Oh, I think I know why I didn't color the stuff higher up. It's because it's considered just all like ice. So that's annoying. The generator is not helping me out there too much. So this lake in the middle is this lake right here. And then it goes kind of over, kind of goes through this canyon area and ends up in this kind of much greener spiderweb of rivers and stuff that kind of exits out up here. So this can be very green. This is going to be a little bit more dry on this side. This is kind of going to be like a savanna, maybe sort of deserty, badlandy area, and then over here just a lot greener. So yeah, I should actually just open Asgard instead of having an image preview, because I can highlight things in Asgard and actually get like the description of what's there. Blend 20, 30. I think that's the one. Okay. So now I have this up, and I can zoom in and out. I can hover over this, tells me it's a cold desert, and then a hot desert, and then glacier, and tundra, and taiga, etc. This whole area is just like rainforest along the coast. Very green. Oh, did I change my... Okay. At least 30% of the reason I'm streaming tonight is to advertise for the song business happening tomorrow night. So, I had to make sure that that was in my title. It's not in my title on YouTube, because I'm lazy. Okay. Blink fixed a bug where Blink allowed travel to pass to the past in the Ziggurat encampment without traversing through the time portal. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one, Aki. Okay. This is the color brush, right? Yes. I have all my colors for like down here worked out. Nothing for up here yet. Yikes. Meant to filter those out. Okay, filter. No mountains. Let's blend this a little bit. Turn the velocity and opacity way down. Then turn it back up. We'll decide if we like this in a minute. Well, maybe down. I don't know what this is going to look like. We'll figure that out. Okay, how that looks. Label that Cold Desert. What did I use down here? What color was that? Whatever, doesn't matter. And then this up here is lots of like taiga. The lower parts kind of by the river is like temperate rainforest, which is this darker green. And really, once I color this in, I should just go focus on the symbols in kind of this like main area, because this is what the party will largely be dealing with, but I want to kind of finish what I have outlined a little bit. What's the hat, by the way? The pattern looks like a reference to something, but I don't know what. I don't know that it is a reference from something. I think I bought this at Target when I was quite young. So it might be a reference to, I don't know, kind of the, I don't want to call it punk. Definitely wasn't punk, but like kind of just this early 2000s kind of alternative, kind of industrial clothing style, sort of. It's like something someone who lives in a very warehouse-style apartment might wear. You know? A reference to American Supercenter Target, I see. Yeah. So I don't think it's a reference to anything, and if it is, I don't know. But it's definitely something something one of my older sisters would have worn. I can only hope it comes across as a sort of like 90s urban fairy aesthetic. That's about all I can describe it as. That doesn't make sense to you? I apologize. I don't know. You have to turn velocity and opacity like way down. My wardrobe is full of a percentage of which I will not specify is late 90s, early 2000s clothing for my parents. Yeah, got a little bit of that going on. A shocking amount of my just like high school clothing, if not middle school clothing, like just fits. So I still have some of that kicking around, hats included. So some of his t-shirts just slap. Hell yeah. My dad was pretty, like, hippie-ish for a long time, so he has some, in a completely opposite direction, some, like, moderately cool kind of anti... some kind of counterculture-y shirts with some, like, cool patterns and stuff. I think this whole region down here is actually just very rainforested out. I don't think we have to be shy about it too much. Up here it stays a little bit tamer, but then, like, you get to the point where the rivers start converging and it's... I think we'll go with that darker green down there. Up here, it might be dry, or there just might be a million little streams that feed this one. Feel you. I've been in the same shoe and jean size since 7th grade. Yeah. I was tiny coming out of college. Like, I weighed nothing coming out of college just because of, like, you know, the strong diet known as malnutrition. So, like, a lot of my medium-sized high school t-shirts were too big for me coming out of college. But other than that, I've been about the same. Even now, I'm like a little bit overweight right now. And I still fit into a lot of my old stuff. Not so much the jeans, which is that hurts a little bit. Not so much the jeans, but the shirts all fit. All right, what does Das Begwen look like? I actually don't. This is off the charts here. This is north. Too far north for my biome map over there. I didn't export those ones, did I? Oh no, I did. Okay, that region is called Contratre. Oh, Cortratre. Great. That's tough. Okay. Looks pretty green. Not grasslandy. Looks pretty, like, foresty, you know? And then temporary rainforests all along this kind of whatever these inlets are. So that's nice. All green. Yeah, we'll just go with the forest color. Jeans don't count. I swear the waistband is day-to-day determined by the weather, lunar phase, and the will of God. That's true. That's true. All my jeans are, like, just after being washed, like, significantly tighter. And then, like, you wear them for 2 hours and they're fine. But, like, coming out of the dryer, it's just like they're never gonna fit again. It's some shit. Oh no, I put one of my favorite pants in the dryer too long this week? That's a little bit tragic. I know there's, like, ways to stretch out jean waistbands. I know that there are ways. I don't know what they are. Did I close it? Did I just, like, close Cortratre? Whatever. I guess I did. So it's, like, kind of deeper. It looks a little wetlandy on the coast. And I use this moderately unfortunate color for that. Probably not down here. This is probably just fine. Not that wetlands are not fine. Just saying it's fine is that color. Over here, maybe? Yeah, it probably kind of drags on over here like this. And probably in this elbow of this river here, I imagine. Okay. I do sincerely hope any strange geography here can be justified by the old gods were wild in. I don't know. That is probably the most true of this area up here. There's probably bits of that going on in here, though. Like, all of these mountains, this range is just called the Red Range because it's just all red from, like, rust and stuff. And I think there's just a ton of, like, iron oxide in the dirt along these mountain ranges. So they're just all very, like, rust red. And that probably had something to do with some old gods or some shit. Who knows? Okay, I think with that all painted, I think we can start laying down symbols and make it a little bit too cluttered. That'll be great. Okay. I know this kind of yellower grass is like grassland. All of this is grassland up here. And then each of the rivers has like trees alongside of it. Didn't weathercoat their mountain ranges? I know. I know. They didn't put any sealer. Rookie mistake. These trees, these leafy trees, are so unreadable to me. Like, I want to like them, but I just kind of hate them. Maybe if they were, like, less dense. Is that more dense? That's more dense. Let's make it 0.5. It's not too bad. I just, like, extra hate it when it overlaps with anything, like the river. Like, it just looks bad when you zoom out. I don't like them. Why am I using them? Because I want to like them, but I don't. Just always end up deleting them and going with these, like, shrubs instead. Oops. Not in the lake, preferably with the bushes. Okay, now we'll come in with these and plop a couple in. Not that dense. It keeps turning. Okay. That looks okay. Endemic population of lake bushes? Possible. That's more likely to be related to the old gods than than nearly anything else we've discussed. It's just some random lake bushes come rolling out. Eat the shoreline every once in a while. We need new music. We're out of Legend of Mana jazz. Final Fantasy VII jazz. I don't know if I've ever listened to this one. Check it out. You know what? Maybe we have a list for this. Oh, this is like all forest. Okay. The savanna grassland stuff isn't until kind of the west side. This is just like all trees. Not pines. I just like killed my headset for a second. It is literally broken. Right here, I have a extra hinge on accident. It's just the most expensive part of this headset to replace. Like, let there be light if light was instead bushes and darkness was instead lakes. Yeah. Exactly. Never know how big to make these symbols. Just gonna redo that because I'm too lazy to delete the one that landed on the mountain. Yeah, as long as I kind of cluster them like I did over here, I don't mind having a bunch of these. This is like probably a little too dense. I like having some shapes. It's like a little more aesthetic if there are some shapes you can kind of grab onto. I believe that most cartographies use the whatever looks best scale. I guess what I'm saying is I need to, every time I need to problem solve the whatever looks best scale. And whatever looks best kind of depends on if you're looking at it from out here, in which case this looks fine, or like in here, still looks fine. Zoomed up, still looks fine. I guess that passes the test. As opposed to these scraggly ones that just kind of look a little bad to me at all ranges and sizes. I'll stick with them anyway. We'll suffer them to exist. Are these the hazel trees? Yeah. You need to buy a new tree pack. That's true. You're not wrong. I don't think it gets less foresty as we go. I think it's just kind of a lot the same. Yeah, pretty much from this lake. Changes a little bit over here. But it's pretty much forest all the way up through all of this. I'm excited for like in 10 years when we finally have a huge world map. That will be pretty fun. I'll still have to break it into chunks like this to actually use it in like a VTT, but I agree. Oh, and the city's over here somewhere. Probably on the less forested side, slightly higher elevation side. Is it like swampier over here? Not really. There's some wetlands up there. Okay. Need some more trees for this. I guess we'll stick stick with the hazels. There's also a city over here. I don't remember exactly which side I put it on, so that's fine. I'll just put it in the middle. Okay. I don't know if there's anything that really distinguishes Tania. It's just kind of more forests. One of the things I hope for Forge to get is the ability to place the grid like on the VTT and not use the weird measurements like pixels or grid size. Oh. Like, I can set up, and did at one point, you know, I can tell it, like, how many miles each grid square is, so I can, like, measure things in miles. I've had other maps set up that way, so you don't technically need the hex grid, you could just, like, measure in miles and work from there. Leave the trees away from the Tania sign. It actually doesn't extend left here very much. I just mean like in general. Okay. I might filter to like only the trees and slightly change the colors here of the trees. They're more for organizing information, yeah. Oops. A bit much. I'm gonna go back and like figure out where the cities are after this and I have to make a bunch of adjustments, but that's fine. Okay. What up here? It's grassy for a little bit. All through up here. That's fine with me. Oh, I forgot I put the capital so, like, centered in Lanova. I don't know how much of the peninsula over here I'm gonna do either, but maybe. Okay. Lots of woodlands. Lots and lots of woodlands. Yeah, this is pretty much all forests in here, too. Down in the valley, we'll kind of change it up to a different type of forest. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay. And even... Go change the color up a little bit for this area that's a little more grassy. Not change the color that much, I guess, but... Moto after we finished playing Final Fantasy Rebirth. I went and I watched like a bunch of videos on on the channel of this Philip Hartshorn guy who does like a lot of the cinematic reviews and breakdowns and stuff. And he is incredible at making you like the things you already like or want to like, just like even more. And I enjoy, in retrospect, with his perspectives, more of that game now. At least the parts that I already wanted to like. Parts I was like real upset about, I was still pretty annoyed. Pretty annoyed about a lot of it. I don't know why this particular song triggered that in me. Triggered that thought. Sometimes I'm just like, I might like this better if it were fewer, bigger trees, but it's really hard to go back and test that. I'd have to like remake this map with fewer, bigger trees. I guess one, like, do I like this more than this over here? Hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't dislike any of it though. I always have to remind myself that at the end, when I export it, and it all gets that little bit of anti-aliasing sheen, that I typically actually like how it turns out more, even when it's like dense icons. So I'll hold off until that before passing any judgment. Weird game is weird, that's for sure. Lose a lot of the detail, yeah. Yeah, a lot of these like thick lines will kind of blend together a little bit. And it won't be quite, it won't look as busy, just inherently. So, I'll not be bothered. What is that? Oh, this is marshy grass. That's the water. That's the marshy grass. That's what I should be using in the wetland areas. That's when we're gonna make Giga Dense, because there's just nothing else going on over here, except it's a place that has a bunch of savanna, and then like a really dense like rainforest area over here for some reason. And that I like the look of. The like Giga Dense forest over here. Let's see. Their fortress is like in the pass. I know Lanova has like a border keep here. I don't know if it's like here or if it's like here, you know? I kind of think it almost would be in the middle, keeping watch of this whole, like, border valley but hard to argue that this in the in the pass is the more defensible situation, so maybe that's where it is. Maybe like right where the color transitions there. Need a Twin Towers situation? I want to say yes, like, I don't entirely know the implications of what a Twin Tower situation here would be, but I want to say yes just because. Like, I want that to be true. One on both mountain ranges? Oh. Just, like, opposed. Oh, the bridge connecting them. North, south. So, like, you're saying, like, here and here? I mean, that was badly placed, but, like... I might like that. Let's make it not the same... Can I get it behind this? Okay, so if I have that, and then I have, like... Jesus Christ, why is this the same scale? What was it? It was like this? These are apparently the same scale. Wild. And that's even still kind of big. Maybe I'll move them closer. Maybe it'll be like... Maybe it needs to be more... No, that's a church. That's just literally like a clock tower. Not a church, but you know what I mean. I'll leave it alone. Yeah, the scale there was very funny to me. I forgot they just have like black and white versions. I don't know if I can actually put the bridge because their bridges all look not good to me. Like none of these are gonna work. You know? This could almost work, but it looks pretty shit, if I'm being honest. If I set them up precisely correctly, it could look okay, but I don't want to do that. I don't know if I can deal with that. I think this is really, this is about all that Lenovo has of note. Obviously, they have towns and little locations kind of scattered throughout, but I'm not partial to marking every town, every little like town and village, or even every fortress. I'm just kind of like, here's the notable locations. Forgot what Laok means. Oh, like cobblestone or flagstone. Yeah, the Eden map is pretty sparse. That's also when I was leaning more into the we're in a post-apocalypse thing. But, yeah, it's pretty sparse. Yeah, I go back and forth on it. Really, I like leaving blanks, so I have room to like, put things down where I need them later. Like, I'm not gonna think of every significant town that should be in the location the first time I'm, like, going through the location. So I build in wiggle room. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. This is very brightly colored. Oh, I like that, actually. I do not mind that. Was this literally Mononin's capital? Did Mononin have a capital? Wow, how's that in... Okay. We can do that. That makes it look slightly more capital-ish, having a big clock tower coming out of it. We don't have the information. Yeah, I mean, I know that all these were kingdoms. I don't know where their seats of power were and if they have moved. Because some of these border sets just don't have a place where it's like, oh yes, this is the most defensible place. This would have been the most defensible place to have a kingdom. Some of them are pretty easy, like, there's just definitely like a town with some docks on this thing. On this little peninsula. Since this kingdom is like split between this region here and this up here, like all of this up here. Clearly they have two like port cities just like across this space, you know? I'm fine with that. Maybe a little smaller. Sorry again for all the zooming. I like getting a quick look of how it is like zoomed out and zoomed in. Maybe Tania's was right here. I'm a little addicted to putting the towns on the rivers and stuff. Sources of water and all that. Sources of movement. But I'm also a fan of putting them in the nice, like, blocked-in valleys and stuff. Let's just like plop this here and we'll move the trees around to make sense. That's a bit, this looks so like metropolitan though, right? Like this castle looks very built up and fancy. I don't know. Maybe we'll save this one for the Solthalagishian city up here. We'll do like this one there. Something like that. And have it not cross over with the border. Let's do like that. We'll move some of these trees. Forgot what I was gonna say. Gotcha. One thing I do need to reference, I need to pull up Forge. I'm gonna play a gacha game right now, and I'm really sad that Dragalia isn't a game anymore. Yeah. Yeah, me too. That makes sense to me. Man, last time we played, I had the biggest update, biggest, like, list of, like, module updates that I needed to install before the last game, and I just kind of let it rip. I just hit the button, and I was a little shocked when everything just worked fine. Quite like no troubleshooting, no problem solving. Dragalia has 2 Ps and they're pretty good. Excuse me? Oh my god, it's catching my... Oh my god. Sorry, hold on, stand by. I forgot. See, I use Microsoft Edge as my, like, piano display when I'm making music, and so when I pulled up Microsoft Edge to open the Forge, because it's also how I play Pathfinder now, it was wild in a little bit. Oh, private servers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, though. Like, getting back to where you were on a private server, even if it's easier. Like, you know, I don't know. Something Side Games would support it for at least a few more years, but Nintendo wasn't happy that it was just making a little bit of money. Yeah. No new content, yeah. Okay, so... the capital cities, there's one here for sure. There's one there. I'll move that one a little bit. I'll move it up there. That's fine. Those are like the only denoted capital cities that I really have. Baigu rather. There's a town by the lake. And a town up here maybe, but it could just be a lone church. Or maybe that's their castle. Maybe that's their, like, capital. Royal family locks themselves away in this dead-end alley. Maybe. Okay, do I like this more? Jeez, sorry. Wow, that zoom was rough. Yeah, that's fine. Then they have like a little port over here, I think. Kind of like a sheltered bay here where they have some boats and stuff. Some bigger sailboats can come in and out and stuff. Sailboats? Whatever, you know what I mean. Nice chunky cargo vessels and whatnot. That grass has got to go. I don't think Byagu is a super populous kingdom. I could be wrong. I think it's fine. I think that's fine. Can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that bit of grass in there? Can I? Oh my god. It's like part of the castle. It's a big size change between these two mouse clicks, man. That's good enough. Fine. Geography would lead me to believe that it has two centers of high population that they would probably travel between the two by boat. I think that makes sense, yeah. This maybe doesn't do it justice. But it's fine, I need to bury the icons. Say that, then I changed my mind. Okay. Song went crazy, man. Rotrinia's trying to have Rotrinia is trying to have a few cities, a few towns anyway. I'll let them have the bigger, fancier castle. On their weird swampy island. Yeah, there's a lot of places with this kind of bisected geography going on in this area. A lot of boaters. Although, Hatsia having Protectorate in the name suggests that it's almost like a vassal to one of the surrounding kingdoms, maybe either Grotrinia or Pontaris or Dispiguen. They might not even have like a big castle town necessarily. Oh, it's a little farm-y. I'll do one of these. One of these again. I don't like it being... I don't want it to interact with the border line. I didn't change the color. Fug. Okay. Right, this one's like literally on the mountain. Almost done with my current notebook for your game. I believe it. Was this one shared with any other campaigns? But there has been information flying in this game. You would think like the West Marches would have the highest note density. Oh yeah. Okay. That's fair. 2 note dense games. I think the Edenites did not require as many, didn't require as much note density, I think. But maybe I've just like simplified it in my head. I like the capital cities being at the end of peninsulas. It's probably objectively better to be along this river. I feel like I just threw them away. Possible. Like really, this city should just be right in here. But I put the label of the country there. So what can you do? Put it there. That's what I can do. Nope. Didn't mean to scale it up. It's on the border again. So okay. What if I sneak it in right here? Oh, we're watching the inlet with the other country to the north? Yeah, I think I like that. Like, this is very clearly a border that's been drawn across this river. Absolutely ripe for politics, yeah. Yeah, I like it there. Solthalagetian definitely has two city centers, two, like, population centers. There's, like, generally fewer people over here, but the capital's here for some reason. And then, like, more people along this valley with another city somewhere in here. Maybe kind of, like, at the edge of this canyon, maybe. Maybe they're, like, opposite ends. Final Fantasy VII has some banger songs, man. Said one of them would be this, and I think it's this one. The other one there. There's definitely like a crossroads town up here. I don't know if I need to mark it, but it's definitely there. Oh, why not? Why not? It's one of the bigger kingdoms. It can have a couple markers. That's the main big cities done, I think. I think this would be a really fun place to play before or after Llanowith takes everything over. Just at some other time period than like now in the timeline. I think this would be a delightful place to play. Okay. Should mark up this peninsula. It's really just going to be more forest, or this style of tree. Maybe. I'm like, oh, it'll be cute if these trees are like surrounding this city a little bit, but it's such a clash in art style. I feel like I have to remove it a little bit. It's not much better. Keep these mostly to like this west coast, and then, I don't know. almost feel like I need some mountain markers over here, frankly. Or something. A little bit of elevation difference, maybe some hills. I think I like that. Saxophones are going hard, and I can appreciate that. Accidentally put the water there a little. All right. Where do we have the other one? That's not it. Did I close it again? Very funny joke. Very funny joke. I keep playing on myself. Okay, that's all like forest on this south end. Yeah. Some of these nice dense forests, and then more of these something else in these wetland areas. Like I need to be like max size for these trees and minimum size for these to get them the same. Kind of like having the landscape features kind of outline the names and stuff, not interact with the names too much. Let's see, what are we at? Hour 50? Kind of surprised how much we've gotten done. For some reason, the purple and pink areas are hard to read. Like these two? The names or the borders or like the density of... Shouldn't have asked so many questions. I definitely get the names being hard to read. Okay, never mind. I was in 720. Got you. I mean, they're not easy to read. It's like dark blue on dark purple on dark blue, you know? This isn't the best. I think Potzia is better. Gratrinia here is probably a bit of an offender, though, in terms of readability. Like, here, again, as usual, think it's totally fine. If you're, like, out here, like, I can kind of read Old Lanova. I can kind of read Potzia. I can kind of read a lot of these. But Gratrinia is, like... and that's about it. That's about all I can get. So it's a bit less clear than it could be, I would say. I could probably amp it up a little. I have to go into labels to edit this? It's so weird, man. Everything is, like, interactable with your regular pointer except labels. So let's just take the outline and let's, like, chunk it up here a bit, you know? Go with that. That helps it a bit. Helps it quite a bit. Okay. I'm satisfied with that change. Thank you for pointing it out. Let me just test something. I just saved, so let's bring the brush opacity, brush velocity way down. Let's filter it to not the ground. Let's do only trees. And I'm gonna... Do I want them to be less saturated or more? Like, if I lighten them, is that gonna work? Oh, I think lightning does it. I think that's good. Helps them pop a little bit from the surroundings. You notice it way more over, like, here. Might be able to like, bump up the opacity a little bit. I'm like noticing nothing with these trees. It's so weird. But this over here has totally gotten blotted. These trees are just immune, I guess. Very odd. I guess these ones are pre-colored. What am I talking about? Helped this a lot, I feel, though. Yeah, okay. Play with these a little bit more. I think I want these to be an entirely different color, because when they matched, I hate these trees. I hate those trees, but when they match the background, I hate them more. Chrono Jazz, we're in a jazzy mood. If Lady Midnight was here, she would be displeased. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I think I can fill this in. I think we can get there. Before I would normally take a break. And then we'll just call it a stream, I think. These brushed spruce are like bad, right? Yeah. Oh, these are different than these. Okay. Oh, these do take on the background. Interesting. What do these look like? Can probably use a little bit of these as long as they're not too close to the other trees. I was trying to decide if I just start using my D&D notebook for Pathfinder. It's a good question. Yeah, I've thought about that a little bit too, because I have the nice, like, the really nice, like, leather-bound one. Just, like, sitting over there. And I need to find something good to use that for, frankly. It's just so nice, you know? And, I don't even think I'm going to use it for D&D anymore. Like, I need to find something to use it for, because I do all my notes digitally, and I'm very pleased with doing my notes digitally, so... Accidentally, huh? Accidentally in the process of buying a handmade RPG dice set? That sounds rad. That sounds rad. Oh, surprisingly tied into our previous conversation. about social media apps. Don't like that tree's got a little too into the border there, so making some adjustments. Okay. Someone posted a picture of their handmade dice. Ooh, they're really nice, so I said they're beautiful. Do you have a shot? Very nice. I can see how this accidentally happened now. My fancy D&D notebook is like, thought I would use it more, but I haven't like played D&D in 3 years now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I bought mine for the campaign with like core and lunchbox, and I have like 4 pages of notes in it. And I can just take that notebook out and like slot another one in it. It's really just, it's like a fairly generic notebook in a nice binding, so I can swap it out easily enough. Not even a binding, it's just a cover. Replied that they don't, it's just a hobby. They would totally send some to me. Except the shipping is apparently expensive and not worth the value. I see, I see. Mine is definitely more full. I believe that, I believe. Should, okay. Fixed it. This is a mess, but it's fine. I like it. Probably not true because it's handmade resin dice and shipping from China is fairly cheap. They're undervaluing themselves. Custom resin dice can be so cool, man. Bought a kendo gi for a Ren Fair, and I paid like $30 in shipping for a $40 gi. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, some music stuff I've bought is definitely like that, where I'm like, oh, I'm picking this up for a steal. And then the shipping is like the price that this thing originally was. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well. It's like, I don't know. I bought this like foot MIDI controller. I don't even fucking use it. I bought this foot MIDI controller. And it was like half off or something, but like the price of the thing plus shipping it here was like equal to going and buying the thing new locally. So felt a little foolish. But at that point I'd already like purchased it from this guy off this marketplace, and I was like, all right. Accidentally got more lake bushes. Wish I had an in-person game so that I could actually feel motivated to buy dice, or at least weird specialty dice. I have so many. And I don't play fucking anything in person. I play in-person board games, but none of them that use D20s. The game we play the most is Gloomhaven. And you only use cards. There are no dice. So this was like Cold Desert, and I'm just kind of accidentally ignoring some of that, but it's fairly sparse in here, right? Fairly sparse. There's patches. Look at those at all. Cold deserts don't have plant life. Well, technically this middle part is hot desert. It's only the edges that are cold desert, but yeah, you're probably right. It's given me permission to put plant life by this river, though, so don't worry. I don't like it. We'll sparse it out a bit. Plants tend to be weird and specially evolved. Yeah. Love it. I like this. Snake back and forth across the river here, and that's fine. Like mushrooms that grow underground or cacti that look like little sticks. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of shrubbery options. I do have literally cacti. But you know. Feel weird including those. Let's see. Get rid of some of this. That's, I think I'm fine with a lot of this, though. This down here, I should probably just delete. I should just get rid of these. Need to stop trying to make these trees a thing. Or my stand-in for weird plants. I think I can get like a set / could download a set somewhere that just is like mushroom wildlife and stuff. I don't know where I download those packs. But I definitely have some stuff from backing this software way back in the day. 2 Minute Tabletop has some? Yeah, I don't think I've grabbed their like Wonderdraft assets. I should fetch those. I have no clue how to import them. Yeah. They've asked me for color preferences. Offering you custom dice for the cost of shipping. Oh man. Sometimes hobbyists, man. I just spent like 30 hours doing a $50 song for someone, and the hourly wage of that, basically they were paying for the cost of shipping in a way. But that is very cool, and I will be delighted to see them. I will request that I get to see them. We love hobbyists out here. This filled in rather quickly. That was like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm done. But it's looking pretty alright over here. I'm pretty into it, all things considered. Let's try and export. Currently busy. Okay, now it's not. Can I admit, I have no idea what exporting as multiplane or height map means. Completely meaningless to me. I keep kind of hoping that they will eventually do like an actual thing with these. Like, height maps will come into it more and I can actually make like a height map of the mountains or something, but... let's see. Call it Lanova. Oh, I did it as a PNG before, not a WebP? What's wrong with me? I didn't get the quality up here, though. Put this to 95. Lanova 1.0. Told the stranger on Reddit once their pics of a new dice set were gonna make me crack and break the wallet. For some, they replied, I actually have a spare set of these. Wow. Proceeded to send me 4. Wow. Four sets? That's wild. Alright. Here's Lanova 1.0. Zoomed out, looks pretty familiar. Zoom in. And I'm liking the look of it. Like I said, all the like sharp black lines are kind of blurred out. And really, I'm kind of liking it all. I haven't labeled any of the cities other than Tamleok. I don't know if I care. And I certainly don't need to stream coming up with random fantasy city names. They were British. Wow. I offered to pay shipping since I knew it would be expensive. And they went, oh, don't worry. It's only like 40 bucks. Oh. Yeah. Always give your address to strangers. It's only ever worked out well for me. Yeah. Look, these days they can... There are like 25 sites who will sell it to them for $3 anyway. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. These smaller icons aren't like too muddy. Like when you zoom in, you can see them just fine. Let them. Yeah. They're gonna go through that effort, you know? Thumbs up, dude. So cute. They sent them like little sparkly individual bags. Oh, with a handwritten label on them. What sets were and where they were from. That's awesome. I was 16 at the time. For more context, not like this. That is a little funny. But very cool. Very cool. Outside of the possibility of a bad outcome. It's a very cool outcome, you know? Wait. I don't think I have what else I want to do right now. Like, sometime I gotta fill all this in, but it's fucking not right now. Not up for that right now. Use snail emojis in DMs? What serial killer would use snail emojis? Yeah. Yeah. They're from the UK. What are they gonna do? Fly here? It's just a lot of work. Like, truly random strangers. Like, random strangers aren't the dangerous ones. Typically, online, like a person that you DM'd on Reddit about their dice photo set. Like, they probably don't mean you any harm. You'd have to roll pretty badly on that, you know? That'd be pretty unlucky. Kingdom's got to be way less dense up here, right? Maybe? I don't know. Like, this'll be one? I'll zoom in since you can't see my mouse. Like, this'll probably be one. This kind of arc will probably be 1 or 2. And then, like, maybe one up here. One in this valley area. This wedge is probably just 1. Up here, all bets are off. I don't fucking know. I've never in my life seen a snail emoji. Restream got fucked up when I sent that. Restream chat is questionable. Over here. I'm gonna be a little tempted to just make this entire crater like one big fucking kingdom, but that's probably not how it is. I don't know how it'll be split up. I'll open it up in Asgard. I won't have to figure it out. I'll just take what Asgard tells me. But I imagine there's like one in here. I imagine there's one out here. Probably one in this bowl here. One over here. I don't know. Oh, I see. Really just said like, wow, these pics are gonna empty my wallet or something. Yeah. They replied like, spare set I'll send you, DM me on Insta. And boom. Snail emojis and DMs. How you get snail emojis. I dig it. Let's see. Well, I think I'm kind of done here. As I've been starting to allude to. Really, Really, now I just want to hang out with Moto and Simo. But I'm also eager to go eat dinner, so I will probably not do that here on stream. Yeah. There you go. Thank you guys for hanging out. You should play that one game. I kinda want to go eat. Is thing number A. And I should work on some music for music client. Probably. Which I feel a little weird about because I'm going to work on music for 12 hours tomorrow. But I'm sure giving internet strangers your address never goes badly ever because it always seems to go great for me. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying though. It's not the random guy on a dice subreddit that you DM'd about a nice dice set that's like gonna come find you or whatever. It's like the definitely the same age as you guy who's actually like 40 and like, you know, played like backgammon with you on Yahoo board games once. Who, like, you know, the complete strangers are not who you have to worry about. It's the internet strangers who you're like medium okay with, a little uncomfortable with, that are like actually kind of scary, you know? Fine. Sorry, Moto. Sorry. I am gonna play that game, but it's gonna be on Saturday. And I am excited to make airships. So, that'll be fun. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna go find someone to raid. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow doing the Songathon, which Moto has informed me is a wild name, but I'll be doing the Songathon. I'll be working on music from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Whether that's stuff that I want to work on from previous like Blitz compositions, or people give subs and gift subs or 500 bits or whatever, I will make new Blitz compositions for whatever prompt they give me. So, one of the two things will be happening at any given time tomorrow, and I'm sure I won't be musiced out. I won't be burnt out at all after all that. Sure, it'll be great. Space is still online. We could go hang out with Space. We could do that. I don't think I called that a wild name, but I literally don't remember what it was for. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I may have misunderstood. That is highly possible. Okay. Oh, sweet. Space Babe. We were hanging out with Space Babe last night. We were playing some news. We were playing some Path of Exile 2. Going through Space's first time playing really any action RPG. Hadn't played like Diablo or anything like that, so we were getting into it with Path of Exile 2. She liked it more than either of us thought she would. She was pretty into it. And we were playing on hardcore even. So we'll be going through that every Tuesday for a little while. And we'll go hang out over there tonight. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing the Songathon, and then Saturday I'll be playing this game called Airborne Empire. Game that I got a key for from the publisher. Kind of a city builder on airships. So we'll see how that is. I've been watching it for a little while already, and then I randomly got the email, and I was like, how did you know? How did you know? So, we'll be checking that out on Saturday. And then yeah, Tuesday, more Path of Exile with Space. That's kind of all I got at the moment. Oh, I started a Patreon. Started a Patreon, but I don't really have a command for that yet, so kind of a Linktree thing. I don't know. Check out my Blue Sky, I guess. And that has all my links. And and no, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Goodbye.